Hello. This is an impromptu live. I went to Dollar Tree today and I am going to share with you what I picked up. I went for one thing and one thing in particular and spent almost $80. So, which if you're a crafter or you're an avid dollar store shopper, you know dropping 80 bucks is easy to do. Hello everyone that's joining. So this live video is on Instagram right now, but I'll probably save it and then upload it to YouTube as well. So if you're only able to see certain parts of it and you want to rewatch certain things, you can always check on YouTube as well. How's everyone doing on this Sunday? Hello. My Sunday has been a little interesting. My car wouldn't start. It actually wouldn't start yesterday and I couldn't drive it to work. But this morning, my car still wouldn't start. So it is at the mechanics and I don't have a vehicle right now. But you know what? It could be worse. And I was like, I can be upset about it or I can just deal with it. It is what it is. And I can open up all of the two bags of craft supplies I got from the dollar store because that makes me happy. So that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, so I got these two bags full of stuff. I found some things that I've never seen at the Dollar Tree before. Now, just if you didn't see the title of this live, so this is a Dollar Tree haul, and I'm in Ontario, Canada. So every Dollar Tree is very much different. Also, there's a filter in this video, and I'm distracting myself with how shiny it's making my head look. But, oh well, it's on there now, so it is what it is. Okay, so yes, I'm in Ontario, Canada, and I know every Dollar Tree is different. It baffles me when I see some people go into Dollar Trees in like the States because they just seem so crazy. But we're getting more and more craft supplies at my local Dollar Tree. So anyways, okay, where to even start? Let's do this one. Okay, so I have an abundance of crafting mesh, like the decorative mesh, but every time I go in there, I seem to walk out with more. Did Brady take you to Dollar Tree? No, but he let me take his car to Dollar Tree. So I really dislike driving his car. I'm used to a bigger vehicle. I mean, I drive a Kia Soul, but to me it's still bigger. He has a Dodge Dart, but I'm thankful that he lent me his vehicle. So I got some crafting mesh and I feel like so I saw this as soon as I walked in the door because they had all of their Valentine stuff out. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could make a Valentine's Day wreath. So I got this, even though I already have a lot of this mesh, but I got all of these. Oh, and another one. I got a white one. And now that I'm seeing this, the purple and the red is kind of making me think of like the Red Hat Society. I don't know if that screams Valentine's with the purple in there, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm going to do some type of mesh wreath. Put all those down. I literally have so much mesh already. Here, let me see. I'm going to turn this so you can see. It's kind of messy over here. But let me show you. So this is all mesh. And this one, I already had white. I really need to start taking an inventory and having it in my phone. And then this, I've got more mesh and then burlap. And I think, nope. And we have more, and we have burlap, garland. Yeah, we've got lots. But now we have more. So, yeah. I'm going to be forced to make something with that because my mesh drawers are already full, so I can't put it anywhere else. And then they had these cute little heart grapevines. They come, there's 5 in a pack. So I don't know. Yeah, there's, someone says, haha, mesh everywhere. Yeah, there literally is going to be mesh everywhere. But I thought these were cute. I don't know if I'll maybe place them on the wreath that I want to make, but I thought they were cute. You get 5 of them. And then I saw these little chalkboard tags. So they're chalkboard on one side and then just wooden on the other side. So I don't know if I'll use the chalkboard side or maybe just paint them. I'm not too sure yet, but I also thought that I could attach these to the wreath if that was the vibe I was going for. I got 2 of those because there is 4 in a pack. And when I make wreaths and things like that, I don't like to have even numbers. Like, I don't want it to be like heart, heart, heart. It's like, I like symmetry, but that's too symmetrical. Now watch, I'll probably end up using all of them and then it will be an even number. And then, okay, I'm really bad for this, but I got another wreath form because they had them in gold. So I thought, I don't know if I'll use this one for this project or if I'll use this for something else where I'm using gold in it. But I got this one. I've never seen these before. I probably have 6 wreath forms already, so I just see something I like and I just pick it up. And then I saw this little wooden blank. I thought maybe if I did the wreath with like red mesh and then did something with this, maybe that would look cute for Valentine's Day. I don't know, maybe it's too big. I have a bigger wreath form that this could, I really like making wreaths and then having a focal point like right in the center. I don't know, I usually pair something wood with my wreaths. So we'll see about that. And then maybe I'll put like some HTV on this, like in a pattern. The opportunities are endless. And then this is what I actually went to the dollar store for. So I got a bunch of different options because my friend is like doing DIY, redoing her kitchen, and she's painting her tiles for her backsplash, and she wanted a reusable stencil that's like super basic. And I was like, what can I use to make a reusable stencil? And I thought about, first I thought about dividers, like page dividers that are like the thin plastic. They didn't have any of those when I went to my Dollar Tree, but they had these, which are file folders. So basically the same material that I was looking for. It's like super thin plastic, and I was thinking I could just cut them apart and then try making a stencil out of those. So I'm going to try and do that later today. But I got a couple of these ones just in case, because I'm sure it's going to take some trial and error to see if it works. But I'll make sure to record everything so I can share if it works out or if it doesn't. And then the other thing is a dry erase pocket. So this is also like 2 layers of pretty thin clear plastic, which again, I thought I could just cut this. You could have got the plastic cutting boards that they usually have. I thought about those too. So someone says, you could have got the plastic cutting boards that they usually have. My only thing with that was I only have a fine point blade currently for my Cricut. And I like my Silhouette as well. I don't have like a knife blade or a deep point cutting blade. So I was concerned that the thickness of those cutting boards, it wasn't gonna go through. I feel like if I had a deep or a knife blade, then it would have been okay, but I had to find something a little bit thinner. But maybe I'll get some of those and get a new blade and see how that works as well. And then the other option was a plastic zip envelope. I'm not sure if these videos end up backwards, but anyways. And they had lots of different colors of these, but even though my plan is to cut this apart, I still had to get the purple one because liking purple is a personality trait at this point. And then I have my receipt, which was $73.83, so almost $80, which, like I said, is not hard to do, but apparently English is today for me. Okay, moving on. So I have never seen this before, but they had these in the home decor section, and they are string lights. You get 6 in there. It requires 2 AA batteries. I don't even know if I'm gonna use these as lights, but I also thought this like soft pink would look cute maybe wrapped around this wreath that I had. Seriously, all of this is stemming from seeing these. So the gears get turning, and then I was like, well, there's only 6 in here. I don't know how many I will need. So I got 4 of them and also hit myself in the face with them just now. But yeah, so we'll see if these, I'm gonna see how they work. Like I've got some batteries. So we'll see how they look lit up, and then we'll kind of decide. I don't know, I thought they were cute. We'll see. And then I got felt stickers. Turn it the right way. Oh, it looks like this is on backwards, but that I thought these were cute. I don't know if I'll use them on the wreath, but I thought maybe it would give it a little extra pizzazz. So I got those. And then also, I have so many containers already. I need to chill on the container consumption. But I found this little makeup / pencil case thing that is basically the same color as my walls. And I thought, how cute would it be if I use that for all of my Auntie Tay bling? And then I can put my bling trays and my bling tool in this little gaffer, and I can just pull this out. I'm ridiculous, I am fully aware. I could just keep everything in here and pull it out. But I mean, how cute is that? $1.50. Okay, so got that as well. Also went into, okay, I'm also one of those people that when I go into the dollar store, bling it out too. You're a genius. So in the comments, designs by, is it Delilah? Yeah. Just suggested we bling this out. Genius. Now I'm gonna have to do that. What was I saying? Oh my gosh. Squirrel. When I go into the dollar store, I have to go up and down every single aisle, and sometimes more than once. Like I will go down the same aisle, but I'll look down this way and then I'll come back and look on this side just because I don't want to miss anything. And today is a prime example of exactly why I do this, because I found some things that I didn't see the first time. Hey Steph, what up? Doing a Dollar Tree haul here. Okay, so I went down the hardware section. I think it's the hardware section. They have like automotive stuff as well, but they had this wire set, which is four like rolls of 20 feet of wire, and they have 2 rolls in the black and 2 rolls in the red. And I got the red because I usually use wire to attach stuff to my wreaths, and I was thinking you won't even see it with the red. How perfect. So we got that, even though I already have wire, but I don't have red wire. So we got that. I really need to make a wreath, otherwise this was ridiculous. Okay, and then this was not crafting related, but you could totally use these to store things. So they're just little cups, and condiment cups, and they come with lids. I portion out my yogurt in the morning, and I put like peanuts and little chocolate chips and stuff in them, but I weigh everything out and I just put them in these little containers and then grab them in the morning before I go to work or before I have breakfast. So it's already portioned out for me. I just grab and go. So these are nice. Also, like I said, could be used in crafting situations for a million different things. Okay, now we're heading into the actual crafting section at my Dollar Tree. Yes, I put, so Steph says, yes, I put custom paint colors I mix in those cups. Perfect example of how they can be used. I've also used them for glitter before, custom glitter mixes. Not too often, but sometimes. Okay, so now we're going down the craft section. I'm talking a lot with my hands, sorry. And I found these pearl beads. So I thought those were pretty, and I thought, again, back to this whole wreath idea, that I could string these along on like fishing line. Do I have any? I don't think I do. I should have got that at the Dollar Tree. I probably have some somewhere. But put this on string or something like that. I got 4 of them because I am really bad at guessing how much I will need for something, and I hate the thought of running out partway through. But I was thinking if I should put these all on string or something, make it like a garland and like wrap it around. Ooh. Custom Bella Creation says, is the wire too thick? Are you thinking use the wire for this? Because that would make it really easy to kind of mold around the wreath. That is a genius idea, if that's what you're meaning. It is not too thick, because the holes in these that will work for sure. I'm excited. Great idea. Thank you. I think that was it for what I was thinking for the wreath, but you guys, I'm gonna lose it. When I saw these, I've never even seen these at Michael's before, but they are from We Are Memory Keepers. I don't even know if they work well, so I'm gonna have to test them out. But if you already saw my story earlier today, then you already saw these. But they have heat transfer pens from We Are Memory Keepers. They are like can you see? Transfer quill. What? They had a bunch of these. They were tucked away in like a little teeny basket, and they were all laying horizontally because these do say, works with most electronic cutting machines, store transfer pens horizontally for longer lifespan. So I'm assuming that's why they had them in this basket laying flat rather than up on like a little hook thing. So, and I had to get them all. So there was a massive basket. I thought about taking them all, but I was like, we don't have space for this, and you just need to chill. But I got a purple. They don't actually say the colors, so I'm just saying what I think they are. So this is a purple, then a brown. We got this sort of magenta color. The colors might look a little bit off. I came late. I know you're talking about the Dollar Tree hauls, but I'm curious about your printer. Don't shoot me. I'll talk about my printer in just a little bit. And if I forget, remind me again. So we got this magenta color, and as I was saying, there is a filter on this video, so the colors might seem a little bit different. We have this green, and then we have this green, which is lighter. It's more of a lime. And then this I would compare to like a Ninja Turtle green. And then we have this blue. And then this is like a hot pink. It really doesn't read like that, but it is a hot pink. I keep hitting my glasses. This is like a soft baby pink. And And then we got a black one and a yellow one. So again, I don't 100% know what these are for. I think they're supposed to be like infusible ink pens. So just judging by the little picture on here, it looks like you draw maybe on paper and then use heat to apply the image onto a shirt or something. Also, if you hear squeaking, it's just my chair. I promise. But yeah, so I got all of these. There is a lot left because I will never be the person that takes all of the things so nobody else can have any. But yeah, so we'll have to try these out sometime. Excited about those. That was like the big thing where I was like, what? Okay. Oh, I thought I put these back, but apparently I didn't. I got these pearl beads just in case these were not enough. And these ones are a little bit bigger, so I don't know if maybe I'll work out some type of like pattern or something. Okay. Oh, I'm ridiculous. I got 2 of those actually. I need to look at my cart before I go to the checkout because, okay. These last things, they're not technically for crafting, but I got them so that when I make videos, nobody comes for me in the state of my nails. My nails are really terrible. They're like tissue paper thin and they break off all the time. And if there's one thing that I find distracting when I see other videos on tutorials and crafting and just things like that when they're up close on people's hands, that's what I notice. And I don't want that to be distracting when I'm trying to show people how to do things. So I got a bunch of fake nails and they don't have to last very long. They only have to last for a video. Crafter hands. Yes. Okay. You get it. So let me show you all the designs I got. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I got 9. I don't like that. I wish I got 10. It's weird because earlier I was talking about things being symmetrical but not an even number and how I didn't like that. This is different. When I make purchases like this, I need an I need an even number. Oh my gosh. Anyways, okay, so I got this set. Of course, it's got the lavender color in there. And then this is, it's not reading very well, but it's sort of like a soft baby pink with like a darker pink on top of it. You guys make me chuckle. And then I love this color. How pretty is that? This is, I don't even have anything similar to this. Very similar to this paper here. Oh, it doesn't read that well, but this is like a very soft, and it's matte too. I like matte. I'm with you, nail dashes. So I got that one. And then we got this navy blue, and it's matte. Moving on, we got a, it's almost looking more coral there, but this is actually hot pink, and it's matte. Sometimes the shine is a little bit distracting as well. I try to think about what goes through my mind when I watch other people's videos, and I just assume other people think the same way as me, which is probably so far off base, but that's okay. And then we got this matte purple. It looks more like a plum there, but this is definitely not a plum, but it's pretty. I should take a picture of all of these and then post them so you can actually see. This, again, it looks coral, but it's not. It is kind of like a peachy baby pink and matte. And then this is like a mint green, which honestly, this color looks like the new Cricut Explore Air 3 and the Maker 3. So it's like that color. And then we have these. They are pink. It's like a soft pink. That's actually reading very similar to what it looks like. And then it has like odd little splotches all over. I don't know. Maybe that'll be distracting. Oh well. And then the last one is like a glittery lavender purple, and then the other ones are just a different shade of purple with gold flecks on it. I don't know. The funny thing is, I have a whole, like, you know those rolling, here, don't judge my mess, but, okay, those 3-tiered carts right there. I have another one of those, and that's upstairs, and that has all of my nail stuff in it, because I do like gel moments. It's like a type of polish, gel moments. And I have so many of these already, but every time I go, I pick up more. It's excessive, I know. I'm a little excessive, so it makes sense. Anyways, question about my printer. I didn't forget. Yay me. Okay, so which printer was it that you had questions about? Because I have different printers for different things. And I have new printers that I have not set up yet. And yes, somebody says, can't beat the price. Custom Bell Creation says, can't beat the price. You really can't. Like some of these were $1.50 each. And I mean, nice nails for a video for $1.50. I'll take that. The new one. Okay, so I have 2 new ones. The most recent one from my most recent reel, when I was like, I think you should treat yourself. That one, I have crap everywhere in here. That one is, one second, let me grab it. I haven't set it up yet. Sorry to leave you. Okay, so this one, oh goodness. This one is the Eco Tank 2800. So I got this one specifically to do sublimation with. So I'm gonna convert this to sublimation. So the ink that it came with, I will not be using in this. So this is all of the like 2700 models and earlier are currently going on sale at Staples and other places because they're considered like last year's models. The 2800 series, so anything starting with a 2.8, those are like the newest ones. So you definitely don't need to have something this new. The ones from last year will be just as great. If you're doing sublimation, really any Eco Tank will probably be fine for you. So keep your eyes out for sales. Costco sometimes has them as well. I usually end up getting things like this from Staples because Brady works at Staples, so we get that family discount, which isn't much, but every little bit helps when you're buying electronics. So yes, I haven't set this up yet. I did just order sublimation ink, and it has come in. However, one of the bottles was not full. So I saw that. I bought it off Amazon. It's the Hippo brand, and it's like HIIPO. It's Hippo brand, and the yellow was not full, but everything is sealed. And I looked in some of the reviews, and people were saying like that their yellow showed up not full either, so they returned it and got another set. So I haven't decided if I'm just going to go ahead and use this just so I can get going and get this converted, or if I'm going to send it back and get another one. Previously, I had a Workforce, which was a beast of a printer that I converted to sublimation, and that had like I had to get refillable cartridges, and then I got Printer's Jack sublimation ink and like had to inject them. I have a whole video about that on my YouTube if you want to see it, but that printer is completely discontinued. So if you do happen to see it anywhere, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, but it's totally unnecessary. go for a EcoTank printer, because then you don't have to worry about fiddling around with the cartridges and stuff. But yeah, so this is where I was at. They do have the 28, I think it's the 2850. And that's what I was going to get. It was like 399 Canadian. But they didn't have any in stock. And I didn't even think about this model when I walked into the Staples, because on the website, it didn't say they had any in store. And I was like, I want this. I'm going to go get it right now. But then when I got there, they had this one and not the other one. So this is like considered the base model of the 28 series. So I was like, I don't need it to do a whole lot other than print. And that's what this one does. So the next step above this does duplex printing, so double-sided. And when you're doing sublimation printing, you never need to print anything double-sided. So I was like, I will save my $70 whatever and I'll get this one. And I think it was before tax and discount was $329, but that was full price. So you can for sure get printers cheaper. You don't need to get the one that's the most recent. Crazy question. So Betty Ann says, crazy question, can you switch back and forth with the printer, meaning sublimation and regular printer? No. Good question. Once it's sublimation, it's sublimation. So that's it. I have heard of people before trying to like clean out their printers and then add regular ink back in. No, you pretty much need separate printers for separate things, which I mean, like, you have to pay more because you're buying more than one printer, but that's unfortunately just the way that it is. There's no option to do both. It's completely different ink. Something else was, okay, before I mention that, I'm going to tell you, the printer that I have, I've not taken it out of the box yet, but I have this Epson EcoTank 8500. So Epson actually reached out to me. How many printers do you have? So currently too many. One second. So this printer, Epson reached out to me, which I was like, pardon, little old me, excuse me. They reached out to me and they wanted to send me a printer. And I was like, okay. And I was thinking it was going to be just like what I just bought, like base model, still like $300 or whatever. But I was like so excited about it. And then I found out that that's the one that they wanted to send me. And that is before tax a $600 printer. So you can imagine I was like crapping my pants from excitement and shock. But they sent me that printer, and that's going to be my everyday just like regular ink printing. So if I'm wanting to like print stickers or literally print anything that's not sublimation, that's what I'm going to use. Like I said, I haven't taken it out of the box yet, but I'm going to take it out of the box, set it up. I'll film the whole thing, let you know how it goes. There is base models of that and models that are below that as well. So if that is not in your price point, then I totally get it. It's not in mine. I wouldn't be able to just buy that. But there's also a printer. This is what I was using before as my everyday printing printer. And that is the Canon TS8220. Now, I've had that for a couple years, so it may be discontinued. I'm not too sure. It's not a printer that you absolutely have, but if I'm going to get a printer, it's either going to be a Canon or an Epson. Like, I say that, and now I'm like, oh, I have a laser printer as well, which is HP, and I love it. I will never be stuck on one specific brand. Like, I'm all over the place. But moving further down the line, that printer, sorry, I'm trying to look on the screen at the same time. That is the HP LaserJet Pro MFP, hang on. MFP M127FW, for sure discontinued because I bought that in 2016, but I do like it. I still use it. I have no need to upgrade. So yeah, I don't know. I can't really necessarily recommend anything for laser that you could purchase currently, just because I haven't tried anything and I would hate to recommend something and then it's a piece of trash. But yeah, that's what I use. And then what I was going to mention before, so I guess I have 4 printers, and my sublimation printer I had before went to the electronics recycling because when we moved out of this house to do our full house renovation, I stored that printer at my mom's house because you need to use it weekly. Otherwise your print heads dry up and it's really bad. Printers are something that you need to use consistently. Otherwise things just dry up and go bad with them. So my intention was to drive out to my mom's house every week and just run something through that printer. I never did it, not even once. And, and it sat there for months because we were thinking our renovation was only going to be like 3 months long, and it ended up being a lot longer than that. So I never used it. Print heads dried up, took that to electronics recycling, which is why I got this new EcoTank 2800 to do sublimation, and it's much smaller. So because I'm doing everything now in one room, I need things to have a smaller footprint. So yeah, that's why I have all these different printers. The Canon TS 8220 is gonna go to one of my friends because they need a printer, and I obviously don't need that many printers. I feel like I was going to talk about something else and now I've forgotten. Do you guys have any questions about any of those things? I know this started out as a Dollar Tree haul and kind of veered into printers and stuff, but if you have any questions, let me know. Oh, I remember what it was. Oh my goodness, I'm terrible. So the EcoTank printers, some of them use different ink bottles. So this Epson EcoTank 8500, it uses, I think it's this uses 552 ink bottles, and my EcoTank 2800 uses 522 bottles. So I was thinking to myself, I'm converting that one to sublimation, but I don't want to waste all this awesome ink. Can I just use it in that printer to use for regular printing? And upon investigation, I should, in theory, be able to do that with all of the colors except for the black, because Epson has certain inks that are pigment and certain inks that are dye based. So they're different. And I can't remember off the top of my head which one the 8500 is. It might be pigment and then that one's dye, or vice versa. But the inks, the black inks, are not, you can't use them in both. So I'll be able to use the yellow, the magenta, and the cyan. Is that how you say it? But the black I will not be able to. But at least, I hate waiting, so so Custom Bella Creations has asked 13 by 19 printer, please. Are you wanting that for sublimation or just regular printing? I'm not sure. You're going to be wanting one of the bigger models. That's probably the most expensive if you're wanting to do an EcoTank. I'm not sure what the numbers are, but basically if you're wanting to do large prints like that, in the specifications on the websites, whatever printers you're looking at, look for wide formatting. That's what you're looking for. Neither one of these printers, does that one? So neither one of these printers do prints that big. My previous workforce printer that I was using for sublimation did do wide format printing, but I honestly never once used the wide formatting. And I got it because I was like, I don't want to need it one day and then not have it, but I never used it. So that being on my list of needs and wants was kind of crossed off when I was getting a new printer. So I'm sorry I don't have a specific name or model number for you, but look for wide formatting. And then Ellie is asking, I missed the heat transfer pens from Dollar Tree. Same idea as infusible ink pens. Here's the thing. I think so, just judging by the picture that they have on the container, my gosh, on the packaging. So it looks like, it's kind of hard to see with this filter on this video, but it looks like just a piece of paper, they're drawing on it and then applying heat to some type of sublimation material or fabric, something that's polyester, a t-shirt, I'm assuming. So I think it's the same idea as infusible ink pens. They look like, I have infusible ink pens somewhere. I really need to label my containers. They look the same size, so I'm going to assume so. Any other questions? Has anyone tried sublimation before? Do you have an EcoTank printer? Which inks do you like? What time is it? Okay, well, if nobody has any other questions, I've been hearing sublimation a lot, but I honestly don't understand what it is. And then we have another question. Would you have to draw on sub paper with the pen? No, because you can just use, when it comes to infusible ink, you don't have to use sublimation paper for it. You can just use regular paper. And quite honestly, if you're doing sublimation, you can do it on regular copy paper too. It doesn't have to be sublimation paper. Just with certain things that are more detailed, or certain things that have more vibrancy, sometimes it makes a difference to use sublimation paper, but it's not necessary. If you don't have any, you can still do it without. So back to Betty Ann's question. I've been hearing sublimation a lot, but I honestly don't understand what it is. I do have a whole video that explains exactly what sublimation is, because I've seen a lot of YouTube videos before where I was trying to figure out what it was, and people were just showing how to do it rather than explaining. Like, in my head, I like to understand how the process works, like what is involved. So basically, what sublimation is it's a special ink. So we use sublimation ink, and it prints out on a printer on paper, and then you take that design and you apply it to what we call a sublimation blank. So it's not just like a regular shirt or just like a regular mug. There is usually a special coating, like a polyester coating, or the shirt has a certain count of polyester in it. And I'm just giving you like the basics, because there are ways around the blank situation so that you can use cotton shirts. But anyways, back to the basic version of this. So basically how it works is, you get the design, you put it on the sublimation blank, and then you apply heat and pressure for X amount of time, depending on what you're working with. And once you're done, you peel it off, and then the design is there, and it's dishwasher safe if it's a mug. It's not gonna peel or flake off because it's not a sticker or anything like vinyl. It's the science behind it is there's these pores. The heat opens up the pores, and then the sublimation ink from whatever design you've made seeps into those pores, whether it's the fiber in the shirt or the coating on the mug. So it opens those pores, the ink goes into those, and then you remove the heat, and those pores close back up, the fibers close back up, and it traps that ink in there, and then the design is there, and that's sublimation. So that's kind of the science behind it, which is kind of interesting. I don't know, maybe you don't find it interesting. I do. I like to know those kinds of things. But yeah, that's in a nutshell what sublimation is, and it's a great alternative. I personally stopped selling like mugs and things like that that had vinyl on them, and I was only doing sublimation just because quality wise, I like the thought of somebody being able to wash something in the dishwasher or give it a good scrub and not have to worry about something falling off of it, especially when you have really, really thin lines or detailed designs. Vinyl just doesn't hold up necessarily, even if you use permanent vinyl. And everyone's experience is different, so this is just my experience. But yeah, so that's what sublimation is. Any other questions? Anything I can help with, be of assistance with? I was thinking about maybe starting to go live on YouTube, which I've only done one time. I'm trying to do more live stuff, but I'll be honest, it makes me very nervous. I do talk a lot, I ramble a lot. One of the biggest things in my YouTube videos that people like come for me for is how much I talk. And that you're just seeing those videos, and that's like after I've cut out a bunch of stuff. So I'm always worried that I'm gonna talk too much as I sit here and ramble and do just that. Talk too much or like accidentally swear or say something that I shouldn't. And then I can't cut it out because it's live. So I'm always nervous about that. But yeah, anyways. Okay. Any questions? Last call for questions. Okay, if you happened to miss parts of this live, I will save it here on Instagram, but I'm also going to save it and then upload it to YouTube as well, so you can check it out there if you're interested. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, oh my goodness, if you're not subscribed on YouTube, I am at The Foiled Plan over there as well, and we do like full-length videos. My most recent ones were me talking about that craft desk, which I absolutely love, and my new silhouette. Well, I got it in the summertime, but it's new to you guys with me sharing it anyways. Custom Bella Creation says, we're all adults. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me. Well, I tried to be positive about my car not starting and having to go to the mechanics. So thanks for getting my mind off things. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say. I hope you guys have a super awesome day. Okay, bye.